Hi again, friends. Welcome. The United Traders Day Trading TV, this time for the London opening at May the 20th, 2013. Yeah, glad that you joined in. Let's start, friends. Let's start. So, yeah. So, let me get everything into the operative mode. So here we are. Yeah, let's start with the invitation. If you have some questions, or if you sorry, if you want to get into this show, into my trading room with some questions, please let me know. This is the way you can do it. You can use Skype, you can use email, you can use the live stream chat window, whatever fits best to your needs. Please let me know, and from next week on, I think I will send in a little introduction how to do a voice call into the trading room so that we can have directly a chat here in the show. Yeah, I will let you know next week then. So, something is missing. It's the music, I think. So here we are, some music in the background. Some fresh coffee, at least for me. I hope you are also well prepared for this show. Roughly 2 hours from now. Yeah, there are some bank holidays in Switzerland, France, Germany, so during the London session there was not too much activity, but according to my information, the US market is in normal shape. Okay, it's Monday, so it's maybe not too strong. The Canadian boys are off today, also bank holidays, so we have to rely on the US boys, and let's see what they're going to make with the markets. Yeah, I'm checking the charts. We can do that together, or let's have a look at the Forex Factory calendar first. Oops, do not know exactly where it is. It should be there. So here we are. So all we can see, there is nothing except later on Mr. Evans, an FOMC member, is going to speak in 6 hours. No, in 5 hours from now. So by far outside of this trading show. Let's have a look at the news. Let me try to do my standard news scan. Yeah, because of the public holidays, I just discovered that usually I do not have a New York session on Monday, so it's a market situation that I'm not used to, but it's a market, so we have to handle, to trade, to manage every market situation. So let's see what we can make. So something about options levels: 128 with 130 tradable, 500 million, blah blah blah. Contract captures. Not too interesting, I would say. 128.60, they are calling it a stop hunt. I do not agree. We have been in there. It was during the London session. It was not looking like a stop hunt, but okay. Maybe this guy, Mr. Jeremy Bolton, knows something we don't know. Yeah, something we have been talking about already during London session. On Wednesday we have the Central Bank Day. The Bank of Japan is delivering some notes and a press conference in the early Wednesday morning. During New York session then we have Mr. Bernanke testifying, and later on the FOMC minutes. So on Wednesday there should be some action. So till then there are no major, no bold news event, at least no scheduled news event. So maybe we are facing a calm market, not too hectic market till Wednesday. But okay, let's see. So nothing on euro dollar, so maybe there's a new briefing for the euro dollar. Yeah, euro dollar was pinned within a tight range. Early buying was generated by blah blah blah. By a push to squeeze some stops around. Yeah. Okay, maybe, but at least it was a very very smooth stop hunt, so nothing big, no jerky moves. Canada's Victoria Day, okay. Yeah, that's all for now, I would say. So let's go into the markets. Let's have a look at the charts. Maybe there's something we can make something out of it. Yeah, something I do not like with this new source of music. It's royalty-free music. It's they never stick to one level of volume. They change it all the time. So difficult to use it for something serious here. But okay. Maybe that's the price for royalty-free music, that it's not easy to use it professionally, but okay. Yeah, the chart, let's have a look. The 50-minute chart so far. Friday, Thursday, Monday. We are still going up from Friday's lows. We have seen this so-called stop hunt here, but I have some doubts. We have had low. Let's zoom in a little. It's easier for you to read. Today's low, early Asian session. The high so far, it was inside of London session. Level of interest here, and of course the round number on the bottom side. On the upside, yeah, we have a level, the kind of Friday's low, also the low from this Asian range from Thursday to Friday, and then we have something going up some more. So on the top side there are some limitations, so it will not be a smooth up run then. So we may face some resistance. But the 15-hour chart, nice, nice 15-hour chart. The 15-minute chart. Let's pay attention to this wick here. I have to say, I have no idea what the market is going to make. The New York market has opened a few minutes, or 11 minutes ago. The Wall Street is going to open in 1 hour 20 minutes from now. So it could go down. So yeah, that's a trend line. You know, usually I do not draw trend lines. At least I'm removing them very fast. For me, they are distracting. I pay attention only to the price action. to the trend line, and most of the time I expect something like a magnetic effect. So that the price should go to the trend line, but in fact most of the time you have a 50-50 chance. So the trend line itself may not be too relevant. And the other, all these concepts of trend lines and moving average usually do work based on the idea of self-fulfilling prophecies, but so you need to draw a trend line that is relevant for most people out there, but I do not know myself how to draw it, on which time frame to draw it. Should I draw it on the 5-minute, the hourly, the 15-minute, the daily? I do not know. So I do not use them. What we do here, we are reversal spotters, flow traders. This morning I was having the idea, if I would be a big boy having hundreds of millions in my pockets for making money out of the market, so what would I do? So my idea was, there's a high probability that Mr. Bernanke is giving some information to the markets on Wednesday, supporting the market's belief that the QE measures may be faded a little, may decrease, the money printing may reduced in size. So knowing that we usually have a weekly turn on Wednesday or around Wednesday, I would try to bring up the markets swiftly, smoothly, not too strong. I'm not talking about 100 or 200 pips till Wednesday. It's just an updrift, and then on Wednesday, based on Mr. Bernanke's statements, I would turn the market down, following the now two weeks lasting trend of dollar strengthening. But for now, we have been talking about that idea at the beginning of the London session. For now, there is at least no contradiction. We have been drifting up. But for example, at the moment I tend to go short. So knowing all this about this plan, I'm not too sure about that. So I tend to go short based on this 15-minute patterns here. So the last 2 minutes, the last 1 minute and 10 seconds for this candle is going on. So yeah, if it is going to close that way, there might be the next swing. So we are talking about the next 2 or 3 or 4 15-minute candles, or roughly 30 minutes to 45, maybe 60 minutes, a continuation of the down move. But what we have to keep in mind is we have a slow market still. So the New York boys have not brought too much action now. So we have some support in a few pips distance. Yeah, maybe it's really going to deliver another slow session like this morning. So based on this idea, so if you have some questions, please let me know. There could be plenty of time to talk about something that is really of interest for you, so let me know. If not, yeah, of course I'm not giving up on setting up a trade, but yeah, we have to find the right situation. So let's see the support, the 50 level. The candle has closed. It's a cool down going candle, and from last week's sessions and the sessions in general, what I love to look at is evolving patterns. So we know how a reversal shape has to look like. So if we want to see a reversal shape or pattern here on the 15 minutes, so a reversal back to the long side, we know how it has to look like. There are two options usually, or the likelihood for typical patterns: a reversal of this complete candle in this candle already, or maybe we see something going more down that is finally closing out in a hammer, and then having the next candle reversing this down candle. At the moment, the only thing we can do is to gather some more information about that. The stock market so far, let's have a look together on that. Here's DAX future. Let's zoom in. You see that you do not see too strong action. We have been drifting it down, but that's more or less a drift. We're talking about 40 pips so far. 40 points, not pips. And 40 points if the future itself is around 8,450. So 40 points is not a big deal. And we are close to the daily pivot line here, so maybe that's a point of balance and point of equilibrium for the future. I do not know. Maybe Wall Street is delivering some more momentum to that. At the moment, because the new 15-minute candle is a very young one, has to go another 13 minutes. The only thing we can do is to have a look at the 1 minute and see if the bottom building here, or if there is any bottom building. Let's zoom in into this 1 minute euro-dollar 1 minute. So yeah, here we are. We have seen the high, and the high with this long wick. It was relatively clear that we are going down. That was why I was telling you my bias at the moment is short, and the retest, you see, we have not been able to make a new high. We have not even been able to retest the high before the highest high. So the question is, do we see something like bottom building here? The white candle you can see here. Let me zoom in some more. Oops. Yeah, wow, stop. This white candle showing hesitation, but it's a 1 minute chart, so the lifetime of this candle is the lifetime of a possible projection we can do based on this candle is not too long, only a few minutes, so maybe the predictive information out of this candle is already outdated. Yeah, what can we do? Waiting. But this was a good down candle also on the 15 minute, so depending on the price action we see on this level, maybe down. And let's see how the London low, the low of the London range, indicated by the green colored rectangle in the background. It was made during the first few minutes of the London session, so let's see if it is rejecting the price to the upside or not. Yeah, the interesting part is, maybe if you're following my shows for a longer time, and I think I was having a session about that already, At the very first moment after I enter my trading room, if I have a look on all the charts here around on my screens, there's an impression. I call it some kind of blink analysis, because it does not take any detailed look on any chart, but it gives me an idea of the bias. And as I was stating when we have started here, it was looking down. So this bias you have without having a detailed look on any chart, that is something derived from your subconsciousness. That's your gut feeling, and this gut feeling is a compilation of all the inputs you get. It's not an conscious thought process, nothing you can have under control. It's just happening, and with more experience, this feeling is getting more and more reliable. And I have to say, most of the time, this gut feeling is delivering me a good information. So maybe we should have taken a short trade from the very beginning without going into too deep analysis of the charts or the situation in the markets, the new situation. But now, for now, we need to see some more down momentum. If this candle is going to reverse and we have to go another 7.5 minutes, this could be a reversal pattern already. If this candle is going up some more, it is already in hammer with a wick at the bottom side, so it could go up again. But it's too early for me to have a strong belief in that, to bet my house on it, or even the next little trade with a micro lot. I was getting another email. Steve Palmer. I do not know this guy, but he's doing some advertisement about trading, and he is offering trading a currency pair up to 81.33% winning trades. So yeah, I love these numbers, and maybe you love them too. So he's promising a hit rate or a success rate of 81.33%. So let's do something together. Let's have a look at our little real money account, and let's start the period from where we have finally started the experiment after all the technical tests that have been Monday the 15th of April. And let's pull a detailed report on that. So where it is? Hello, report, where you are? Here it is. So let me size up it a little. So it's not about all the trades. So let's have a look on this. Because the market is not moving, we can take a little time for a little deeper look into that. So yeah, so far we have made 7.3% in profit, but that's not so interesting. So let's go here. We have had since April the 15th 700 trades, and we have a hit rate, one short positions of 81%, and because of one trading night, you remember I was trading long, and at the end I had to take successful rescue out. But a successful rescue usually has a few winning positions and a bunch of losing positions, but the few winning positions are much stronger in exposure and profits, so that they are able to reverse the overall balance. So we have only 78%. Usually this is 82 to 85% winning trades for longs and shorts. So yeah, this guy using this as an argument, even without knowing anything about magic systems, we have a success rate, a hit rate about, let's take the average, 80% altogether. So, and also we have had roughly, well, not roughly, in average 11 consecutive wins and 3 consecutive losses. So we have a profit factor that's not too big, because we are trading very very careful on this, not too aggressive. We have a profit factor of 1.4. So what is there something else that could be interesting? Yeah, maybe the curve itself. The interesting part with this curve are these drawdowns, if you want to. And most of the time, if you remember a rescue situation, that means you are re-averaging your position, and the levels you entered most recently, so the lately entered levels, are bailing out your all the other positions you have in. So, and if you close out your trading session and you say close all, you usually take the profits, and then there is all the losing positions coming up, and all these losing positions, usually the winning positions from sessions bring up your equity curve or your balance, and then you take the losing positions out, so they bring you down. But all in all, you're still in profit. So this is a typical shape of an equity curve, or your balance, if you're trading this way with re-averaging. Unless you really have 95% hit rate, so this may be more smooth. On the other hand, it is relatively detailed still, because we have had 700 trades, but we have made only $73. So in average we have an in average we have had 10 cents per trade. So it's not a. So what I want to tell you, this distance here, it's a very detailed level of zooming in. So it is showing every little swing in your equity. So when you are up $100-$300 with this account, it will look much more smooth because you cannot see this detailed information. But however, I should send out some mails. Trade a currency pair with up to 80% winning trades. Yeah. Hey man, that is standard if you know what you do. If you are gambling based on an EA, maybe that's difficult to achieve. But yeah, I just wanted to show you that. That is what we are doing here. And I know Ray was stating this morning that he's doing really well since he has reduced his position sizes. So I think it will look similar on his account. That's this way of trading, and if you have been following a few more of this show, you know that there is a lot of action in here, but at no moment in time any sort of stress. So it's stress-free trading. It's not stupid, rigid EA-based trading. It is trading following the market, following the understanding of the market. And yeah, the last minute is running for this 15-minute candle, so have a look. If they are not going to reverse it to the downside, though maybe we are going into the next upswing, I wouldn't have a look at the hourly chart. Maybe there's a pattern giving some more ideas of what could be next. It depends on this. This hourly candle has to go another 30 minutes. At the moment, it is not a reversal pattern at all. But if it is going to close in a way like having this wick that is already there, then the candle body should shrink to something like that and delivering another wick. So I was repainting this candle here. If it is going to look like this, then there's a good chance to see another up candle there, playing around with Friday's highs. But we have 30 minutes to go. So far the only thing we can say that the 15-minute candle most probably has closed out like a reversal, so maybe I will give a long trade a try. I'm in long, if I've just used the right hotkey. Yes, we are in long. The next possible resistance we have is this moving average, and of course the high we have seen so far during the New York session, and the last swing high, the swing high in the pre-New York session We have to pay attention to that. There could be possible reversal points. This day I'm somehow a little bit in holiday mode here with my trading. No, I'm focused on that, but I will not press for the last few pips. So if it is going to turn, if there are signs of weakness for the up move close to the high we have seen so far, I'm going to take this position out and wait and trying to redeploy, maybe in the same direction, maybe in the other one, but let's wait.
We got another fat dick for their mouth. Woo! I'm feeling so sexy in the booth.
Yeah, the end of this morning session. Yeah, by the way, I'm not sure if you've seen it. Let me write it in here for you. That's our United Traders Academy channel on YouTube. The first video is on without any copyright infringements, so thanks to this royalty-free music, everything is fine now. So the first video from this morning session is in, and it is in a much better quality than the recorded session on the live stream archive itself. So you can give it a try. If you cannot see what I'm talking about, I have posted an URL in the chat window, so I will give it to you here on the screen. Let's try it. I've never done that this way. Is it possible? No, it is not. So I have to write it elsewhere, and I will show you. So here it is, the URL. It's a little bit small, so let me size up. Yeah, that's it. youtube.com/uTradersAcademy. You do not need to register or something. You can use it for free. The only thing I want to ask you for, if you like it, if it makes some sense to you what you see there, just give it a like, because I'm running my very personal experiment here in Germany, and therefore it is not too bad to have a big community on YouTube and Facebook. So I'm setting up all that because I want to show some really big trading guys here, and having some trading magazines, newsletters, not email based, real print media, and there's so many nonsense in. I want to show them that there's another way of trading, and I have to prove them somehow that there is some sense in it, and that could be done best with some followers. That is the age of the social media. Without having a majority of people following your statements, you are a nowhere man, not accepted by anyone. So, and I want to use this show to show some of this cheating people writing articles in these magazines, and they have no idea about trading. There's so much bullshit in these magazines, and I want to prove them wrong, and maybe you can help me a little. I'm not asking for much, I'm not asking for money, just if you think it makes sense, like it. And maybe over time we get some more listeners and followers here. Yeah, the market, have a look at yourself. The DAX is not moving strong, the S&P 500 is not moving strong, nothing is moving strong. We have an average for the last 5 candles of 5 pips on the 5-minute chart, so slow market. Yeah, we'll stay with that at least for the next 25 minutes. So if the market is still not waking up or delivering some more, I think I will close out this session early then, and I hope you don't mind. If you have some good questions for me, please let me know, so we can go into that, of course, and I will spend all the time we need to cover that. But if not, I think I would spend the time with my family because of the public holidays today, and the slow market is really nothing that makes much fun to trade. So, questions. Let me know if you have some questions you want to get covered here, directly here, during the next 30 minutes or the next 1 hour. It depends on you and how complex your question is. But please don't ask me, should I buy gold now? I don't have this kind of information. I even don't think about that. I do not know if euro dollar is playing around 131 tomorrow or maybe 125 tomorrow, and euro dollar is the pair that I'm trading 99% of time, so that's not my way of thinking. I'm not predictive. The only prediction, anticipation, mainly the next swing on the 15-minute chart, and that could be done easily with a reversal pattern. Do you know something more? No. Make your 15 pips a day like Ray, make 20 pips a day, make 10 pips a day or 5. If you do that every day, you will have millions very soon. Okay, it depends on if you're relating the millions to US dollars, it depends on your account size. If you relate the millions to the pips, okay, it may take also some time, but it is very obvious that if you are able to make a certain amount of pips, few pips only, 3, 5, 10 or 15 in average every day, and your losses might not extend what you make during 2 or 3 days, you will be fine. You are making a killing then. Yeah, checking the emails, checking the news. Nothing is happening. There's some command written. Fed expectation management to caution negative tapering feedbacks. Okay, there are some commands in here. Maybe I understand this text wrong, but there are at least some hints that the expectation of tapering the QE measures. Yeah, there are some doubts. So Wednesday could be a really interesting day, and it could go also in direction of euro. Well, not euro strength, but dollar weakness, then, if they are going to continue to print some more money. So 4 minutes for this 50-minute candle. I would love to see it having a rendezvous with this moving average here, but the market is so slow. I do not know where to take the energy from to give this line a kiss. Yeah, and that is the way how I use news. I'm not trading the fundamentals. Basically, I just want to get an idea about the rumors, about the sentiment. This knowledge helps me in case we have a major news event to judge about the action. You know, it's all a kind of manipulation or market making. If you want to set it in a positive term, market making, somehow neutral manipulation of the market, which in fact is market making, or market making is manipulation of the market in fact, but it sounds, the bias is much more negative than market making itself. So, but if you have a major news event and you see the immediate reactions, usually you see that there are swings, that there is some volatility that finally is reversed into the opposite direction. That is exactly what they do to trap a lot of volume to make their money from. The big boys, the big foods, how I call them. And knowing the bias of the market, knowing the expectations of the market, the sentiment of the market, makes it much easier for me to spot the fake move and the so-called real move. One and a half minute for this candle. Why it is so interesting for me to see this candle? Let's go into more detail. So let's have a look at the 5-minute chart. So we have the 50-minute under our microscope or the magnifying glasses. I was mentioning this moving average here in the background, and let's imagine it's, oh no, let me give it a try again. Let's imagine it's going this way, and you see the New York range. That is what we see here in the background so far. The high and the low we have made. This was a reversal pattern without a doubt, and the price is showing that we can expect and swing up. So the question is, are we able to draw something like, which color should I, yellow, something like this here? No, it's not looking very nice. And then finally we need a wick again in the next 15-minute candle or several 5-minute candles to build a reversal again, and maybe we are staying somehow here in a kind of range. And that is so interesting to see, to have an idea how this candle is going to close, or maybe it has closed now. Let's have a look. Yeah, it has closed, but it was not a strong one, though this could go down more or less immediate. So let's be careful. In terms, we are going down 10 cents per pip. That is what we have on risk with this position. 100 pips relates to $10 loss, but we have several levels delivering potential support on the way down. Let me show that on the 15-minute chart. For me, a potential support level or resistance level is just an area where price has turned lately, or it has found support yeah, in most recent trading situations. So there's something here. I take every turn of price as a potential. This we are doing on the 15 minutes, so the next one, I think, yeah, let's draw it close to the round number. So in case price is going down against us, there are some levels where we may find support, and that is offering some opportunities for re-averaging and making some of the potential losses back then. But it's very unlikely to see, without a major news, a surprising news, and there's nothing on schedule for today. But without this news, it would be very, very surprising to see a drop, a rock-like drop. So let's see. So now we have the rendezvous with the moving average. The $20 million question now is, can we develop some momentum to break through this level, to go up some more, to have a retest at least of the New York high so far? Let's gather some information about that. The Swissy is going down, and you know that we usually have a negative correlation with that. So there could develop some momentum. What is the stock market doing? We love to see an upgoing stock market if we want to see euro-dollar going up. An upgoing stock market is something like risk-taking, and risk-taking is mirrored on euro-dollar with an upgoing euro-dollar pair. The euro is the more risky currency. US dollar is still the safe haven or reserve currency. For now, I would say seems to be not a straight run upwards, at least. There seems, yeah, there's some resistance. So maybe we are turning. Yeah, the game is on once again. Are we able to spot the reversal pattern on the 15-minute? If so, then we have the next 3-4 candles, 15 minutes candles going down. So we are in a kind of rescue situation then. If not, we are long, everything is fine. Yeah, it's just that easy as that. Is there a reversal pattern or not? And to have some more advantage in timing, especially if you're trading small ranges like that, try to spot hints on a potential reversal pattern here already on the 5 and on the 1 minute chart. I prefer to do it on the 1 minute. Yeah, nimbleness. At the end of last session this morning, I was saying let's talk about nimbleness during New York session, and because there's nothing else on my plate, I'm checking the news, the email. No questions from you, neither in Skype nor in the live stream chat. Nimbleness. What is nimbleness? At the very beginning, when I was reading about this way of trading, I was reading the word nimble and I had no idea what these guys are talking about. Yeah, of course I was consulting the dictionary, but it was not giving me a really good insight of that. From now, after 4.5 years of using this way of trading, nimbleness is some kind of flexibility. Nimbleness also includes something like being alerted. So to be nimble, you have to be awake, you have to be focused, and you have to be flexible in your decision making. For example, when we have started the session, I was talking, it's looking down, so now I'm trading a long position. So am I crazy? No. There was a reversal, a strong one. Have a look here at this. Let's zoom in. I was talking about it looks down when we have been at this price level. So, but then we got this nice looking reversal candle here, a hammer, a doji-like hammer, and this of course is a hint that we are going up. So you have to do a decision. I missed to go short. So, and I want to make some money. So there are two options. I can wait till it is turning down again, or because I'm relatively well trained in spotting reversals, I go long. I follow this reversal pattern till I see a reversal of a reversal. So what I'm talking about, quite easy. A reversal of a reversal is something the price is turning again to the downside. So then there is something very easy. We have once again two options. We see a lower low, or we don't. In case we do not see a lower low, let me how to draw the second option. Yeah, maybe in red, maybe something like that. Then we can expect an up move again. And following this, having this state of focus, having this mind state of being alerted and being flexible, this is nimble. So I do not take a conviction from this early London session and I carry it on into the New York session, and then I'm following that. By the way, welcome Rashid. I come to that a little later. Rashid is asking if I have statistics about the percentages, how often this reversal pattern is, or reversal patterns are failing. I was laughing a little about that, but I will tell you when I finish with this thought about nimbleness. So I'm not in our home thread in Forex Factory. There was talk about being a pick. A pick means being short, going long, going short, turning. Yeah, it depends on the time frame. We are following the flow, and the flow in this case is going down, going up, going down, going up. So there is nothing wrong in changing your direction. I would prefer, because I was late for going short, so I have taken the long. So I will stick with the long, and even if we are in this part of the down move, I'm going to scale into the long and re-average into the long again, so that I can have my break even maybe now somewhere here. Let me write that down. This could be our break even then, and to re-average it back and make some profit. So I'm not changing direction for every 15-minute swing, but the nimbleness is scaling down in case you're long. When you feel you're close to the top, the momentum is fading on the 1 minute, you have the first impressions about a potential top building, or maybe here the top building once again. So nimbleness is scaling out in this moment. If you have the idea there should be a bottom building once again and the momentum is turning, scaling in, that is nimbleness. But nimbleness is not only flexibility. Nimbleness has a strong element, and I think it's being focused and in an alert state, so that you can do the right action any moment in time and you do not hesitate to do that. And if you do so, then you are nimble. I have no idea if you have an idea about martial arts, but maybe you've seen some kung fu movies, and if you see these guys fighting, and the guys that are winning the most of the battles, they are very nimble. They are reacting to all the actions the opponent is doing. They are very flexible. Someone has the footer in Forex Factory based on a statement from Bruce Lee: "Be like water, my friend." Yeah, be nimble, be like water. Wherever the flow is going to, follow. Yeah, nimbleness. That's all I want to say about that. That's all I think you can say about that. So, back to your question, Rashid. Thanks for that, by the way. Do I have a statistic on how often the reversal pattern works out or not? I was smiling, I'm still smiling about the question. There's something in it. How to explain best? You know, it is very important to observe the patterns. So a reversal pattern finally is. Yeah, let's go to the 15-minute again. What is a reversal pattern? So let's zoom up in a strong way. So let's start with this swing down. So the beginning of the reversal pattern was for sure this long wick. It was a sign that we are that the down momentum is fading. Then there was one candle of hesitation, this little thing here, and then the reversal pattern finally was confirmed. Or usually a reversal pattern consists of 3 candles. So you have a down candle, you have the candle that reverses the move. This time we have had a candle of hesitation, and then it was going up some more. If it looks that way, it is a reversal pattern, and if it looks like a reversal pattern, it usually does not fail, because if it failed, it would not be a reversal pattern. Then it was, you can say, for 2 or 3 of the 4 candles it was looking like a reversal, but finally the market did not confirm and has continued the move. So what we try to do here is to follow these actions very close. So finally, if you have something, or let's take this here. This is a reversal pattern, and it looks like a reversal pattern and it behaves like a reversal pattern, and with every confirming candle. So I do not have any statistics how often you see, for example, the next candle looking like that, having a bold down move. But it's once again, yeah, for example, we have a bold down move now, so but I want to bring this this train of thoughts to an end before. If this is happening, so finally it was going down some more, correct, but the reversal pattern was lasting for this time. Only then, I'm talking about this, and there is a nimbleness, the flexibility you need. You can trade only as long as it is confirmed. So for me, a reversal pattern usually does not work not out. So and that was why I was smiling. I'm flexible enough to take out my position if it is turning. Okay, this time I'm not, because in the background I was not aware of this move down here. So yeah, how many times I had to rescue, yeah. I'm asking that question at least one time. This time, no. I have to rescue only when I have an idea of the bigger game plan. If I do my ends work and I'm really focused without having a screenshot in front of my eyes explaining something, I think I would have taken this 4 pips profit somewhere here. But in this situation I'm in a rescue, that is right. I'm down 5 pips with this position, and yeah. But that is because I was not following this reversal or the price closely. So a reversal pattern finally, not sure how to say it, it will not fail. The only problem you may have, you are overstaying the position, or you are overstaying the momentum this reversal was delivering. And have a look now at the 15. Let's go there one more time before I want to do something with my position. We have been talking about that. I was expecting that this moving average is a potential resistance and it may turn down. Unfortunately, I missed the way or the moment when it was turning down because of our discussions here. So it's not it's not your fault, it's not a fault at all, it's just happening. So forget about that. So the reversal, a reversal is a hesitation in the prevailing direction so far, and it turns at least for a little retracement. And how strong this retracement is, I usually try to do a judgment based on the reversals I have seen so far. So this distance, for example, from here to here is my reversal. So if you take this and draw the same distance again, surprise, surprise, it is very close to the same distance we have seen before. So there have been many indications that I should have been careful here in taking out my position, or I'm aware of that it could go against me again. So now we are going down. I do not know how far. So maybe to the Asian low from here. But we have had a look at the 50-minute already to spot some potential support areas. So yeah. But for doing that, I'm once again spotting reversals. So I want to see, before I send in my levels, a typical reversal pattern like this. And then a little confirmation, knowing that there is some overlapping. So if this candle is going to close like this, it is not surprising to see a little down move first before going up. But that is exactly what you do for rescuing it. You're spotting a reversal again. And the reversal, maybe there's some confusion about that. Not especially with you, Rashid, but in general, a reversal does not mean on the 15-minute that you're turning the prevailing direction for the rest of the day. It just means it is the beginning of the next swing. This time, if you are long, you're spotting the low reversals, the lower lows, so that you can scale in into your long and make back some of the losses. If you are short, you are spotting the highs of the reversals, the swing highs. So, but you are still spotting reversals. Yeah, that's right, Rashid. This time I was overstaying it because I was not nimble, I was not focused, I was on my screenshot drawing something. So, but you know, from what I was talking about, there was a good probability to see a turn again and the next downswing, because we have been close to this level, and finally it did exactly that. And now I'm trying to bail it out. So I've sent in a second level. I'm aware that we may go down some more, but I have to say, yeah, let's have a look at the hourly candle. The hourly candle has closed now, roughly 5 minutes ago. Here we are. Have a look yourself. During the last 1, 2, 3, 4 candles, you have had a good overlapping of all the candles. It means there is not a strong trend, so the market is hovering around. To build an overlap, let's imagine we are going down some more. Let's play this scenario. So let's say we are going to go down some more. So finally, maybe this hourly candle is going to close like that. But during the past few candles, you can see that we have some overlapping. What does it mean, some overlapping? I expect that before going down, we are going up a little, and this will create us a wick, and then there might be this down move, if any. I do not know. And at the moment, our rescue level is to a very standard way of retracement, of overlap. We have seen a strong degree of overlapping, close to 50% of the candles before. So if we are going to retrace 50% of this candle before following that, then we are already safe. So that's why I've sent in this level. There's a good chance that we are able to bail out the position at break even at least. So I've set a take profit automatically, so even if there's only a spike, I want to catch it because I know the market is slow, and knowing a slow market, it may take you hours to make back 10 pips. So I do not want to put anything on risk. And if the market is going to bail me out, yeah, you're very welcome, Rashid. So if there's anything else, please let me know. I do my very best to explain at least the way I see it. I do not know if it is the right way. The only thing I can say is most of the time I'm making money with this way to see the things in the markets, to react to the actions there. So even if it is wrong, there's something in it that makes me money, and that's cool. So I cannot try, or I cannot teach you how to trade the market, but I can try to give you an idea how I make money in the markets, and I'm pretty sure that most of people can follow this way and will make some money as well, even if there's no sense in it at all. So the risk we are having at the moment is there might this could have been already the overlapping, the retracement for a continuation of the down move. So in case, yeah, maybe. So we have to wait for a next opportunity. Maybe the daily pivot is delivering something. Maybe the Asian low, this level is delivering something. I cannot say, but we are so small that I'm not nervous about anything. We may hopefully get some more volatility in 21 minutes when the Wall Street is stepping in. Well, let's see. Yeah, we have to say this candle is, the 15-minute candle is not pointing in any direction. It is hesitating. It is in hesitation and yeah, the only thing it was indicating for now, or it is indicating for now, that the down momentum is not really strong at the moment, but this candle has to go another 6 minutes. Also the up momentum is not that strong, so we are somewhere in nowhere land, and we have to be nimble. And if the 15-minute candle is far away from being closed or showing something, let's have a look at the 1 minute. Yeah, thanks for the kind words, Rashid. Yeah, most of the time, at least, I believe I have it under control, and it's all about risk and exposure. So the market can do what it wants, and that's okay. He's not, or the market is not responsible if you're making losses. And that is something that you have on your responsibility sheet for yourself. You have to sign, you have signed up for the position in the market, and it's your position, so you have to manage the position. And in a slow market the swings are smaller, but finally follow every swing, and there could not go too much wrong then. So even if you're in a down trend related to the time frame you are trading, the swings will make you money. You have to be more careful if there's some scheduled news ahead, and you know from your experience that this is a news that is able to move the market. And on another thought, you should have in mind what the big boys are doing in the background behind the scenes. So how would this market situation fit in their game plan? How can they make money out of it? And yes, they need some volatility, they need some market movement, and they need to trap most of the market on the wrong side. So try to have, beside this reversal spotting, try to have the second guess about what is going on behind the facade. How is the pattern looking on the hourly or on the 15-minute? And when are we in a situation when we typically think, oh, that is a breakout, let's jump in. So typically this is exactly a false breakout, and they're reversing the situation against us. And if you have all this under control or in mind, then you will have the situation under control, and typically it will not kill you. On the other hand, the opposite is true. It will not kill you, it will make you money. Not that much, not several 100% a year, but going with this speed, relatively slow speed on that account, doing that for a year, you will be up 50 to 60%. And come on, that is top notch. There is no hedge fund out there delivering more than that, significantly more than that, and at least not in average. Maybe there is a good year, but you can do that every year. Yeah, I'm pondering about what Rashid was stating there in the chat window. He's following these shows to see how I manage exposure. And I'm thinking about what it takes to manage exposure. So you need to have some certain moments or certain situations on the chart to re-evaluate your exposure. So for example, if you say, okay, I'm going to manage my exposure and my risk like Niels is doing in the shows or in his way of trading, I'm following the market very closely because we are trading 2 hours roughly for every live session we have. So I'm following basically every swing on the 15-minute, or if it is not moving that much, the swings on the 5-minute. And so I have a typical trigger to re-evaluate my risk with every new high or low I see. So I'm checking, is my risk okay? If you're not trading every little reversal of a swing, then you may find something else. You need a tact, you need a rhythm, a frequency, a period of time when to re-evaluate your risk. And for me it is every swing, and that makes perfect sense. If you say I'm not trading every little swing, I'm seeing it on the biggest time scale, then you need something else, because 50 pips against you in a certain situation may be too strong already. Not to blow up your account, not even to blow up your daily risk limit, but it may reduce your amount of troops you have to re-average the situation or to turn it into your favor finally. So you need, the more exposure you have in the market, the more close you should monitor it. So for me it's easy. I take every high or low of a swing and I check my position, and I'm doing this simple calculations. You have heard it already many times, multiplying position size by the value in dollar per pip, and then multiplying that with some worst case scenarios. Market is dropping 100 pips, market is dropping 50 pips, market is dropping to the next round number or something like that. So you have a pretty cool idea if you are playing a too big lot or not. So, by the way, having said all this, the next candle has been closed. Sure, hesitation, I'm talking about this here. It's a closed 15-minute candle. This one was a down, turned down the long wick, the body, hesitation. Now it's interesting to see what's coming next. We're hovering around, so finally not our take profit. We have re-averaged our position a little. We have made back 2 pips, so we are already in profit with this position. So this at least has worked out. If you have no idea what's happening next, you can consider this moving average as a point of orientation. And the swings are going close to the moving average and down, close to the moving average and down. So, yeah. So the next question the next question for me in my trading is, it is relatively sure that it looks not up to me. At the moment it's looking more down than up. The probability for seeing a new low, a new New York low, a new London low is higher than the probability to see a new New York or London high. So, and because of that slow market, and I do not want to get caught in a deep rescue, and in this slow market it will take so long. Yeah, it's taking so long, so I'm pondering about maybe taking out this position. It's not a trading day, to be honest. Maybe Wall Street, okay, another 12 minutes. Let's give it a try, another 12 minutes, so maybe some more volatility, some more movements. Yeah, why, Rashid asking, why is that hedge funds can't deliver 50 to 60% gains? Technically, theoretically, of course they can deliver everything you can think about, but in fact the statement I was doing, I do not know any. Most of them are 30 to 40%, some 50, and some extraordinary well-doing are doing 60% a year. And then there are some newcomers maybe having for 1 year, because of a very nice trading setup they are using, or betting on a fundamental event, they may have a year having 60-70%, but usually they don't. In average, if they are in the market for few more years, the success, the gains, the profits are averaging down to 30 to 40%. So if you are able to make 30, 40, 50, 60% a year, and going with this pace of this account it will close to 50, then you are doing extraordinary well. And I think why can't they do something beyond this numbers I've been mentioning? It's because of the risk. These hedge funds, the quality of a hedge fund is that they are supposed or able to make money in every market situation, regardless if going up or down, regardless if in the currency market, the stock market, the commodity market. So they are allowed to do everything. They can use all the financial instruments that are at their disposal. They can go short, they can go long. But I think there's a natural barrier somehow. If you do some proper risk management, there is a limitation for your gains, because the proper risk management does not allow you to go too strong into one position. Otherwise, if you have a drawdown limit of something, or if you have a limitation in correlated positions, then it is limited. There might be a windfall profit if you are right with an overnight or over weekend gap several times in a row. It may blow up your account, but that is accidentally. You cannot do any prognosis out of that. And even this HFT trading thingies, this algorithm, this robots trading there, I do not know about any getting even close to 100%. I think they're going around 50 to 60% gains, but they do it in a very reliable way. But the more HFT trading algos are on there, the smaller their opportunities, their chances are getting, because they are trading against each other. So the gains are going down more and more. So they have not big risks. If there is no software issue and they are losing several hundred millions before they spot that their robot is doing wrong, that has happened a few weeks ago, I think, was in the media. So the risk usually is very small, but the more algos are coming up, the smaller your gains, the chance to make profits are getting. I have never thought in depth about why are they doing this kind of performance, but thinking about that, I think it is correlated somehow to managing your risk in a proper, reasonable way. So, and based on that, if you can do some analysis on fundamentals, and maybe you are able to have a good economic background, and these professionals, of course, they can have all the specialists in their team, all the professors from the university, all the people getting the Nobel Prize for economics or physics or thermodynamics or whatever. But for me, it comes down to manage your risk properly and be aware that your decision is right 50% of times only, maybe 51. So maybe we should try to write it down sometime in the future into an Excel sheet and do a interpolation about the numbers, about the possible success rates, and I think it will be around this 30 to 50 or 60%. But it's a very rough guess. I have no proof about that. That is what I know. Following Bloomberg all the day, they are talking about hedge funds and their performance, usually at the end of year or the beginning of the next year, and it's difficult for them to go beyond these numbers. Six minutes for Gordon Gekko and his Wall Street. Yeah, have a look at the 5 minute. There is not really some action. We are staying at the line with the candle bodies having wicks at the top and the bottom side. So if you're asking me if Wall Street is in it and if there's some impulse developing, my gut feeling is telling me it should go down some more. But let's see. So maybe we are going for a new London or New York low, but for the moment this dashed pivot line is a point of orientation for me. I'm trying to monitor the momentum. It's not a strong one for sure. Have the 1 minute. Have a look here. We are at that level. from the low we have seen 45 minutes ago, I think. Oh, an hour ago. Roughly an hour ago. Yeah, I'm ready, you see it, my fingers are already on the keyboard to send in the next level, the next re-averaging rescue attempt, but the market is not behaving in a way I want to. 3.5 minutes for this 15-minute candle. It's a down drifting candle. We need to see some more up momentum to have it turning into an support level candle, accepting the support and maybe delivering some updrift again. We are so slow, it's unbelievable. 5 pips in average for the last few candles. Really slow. Yeah, I try to get a pre-indication about what may happen in the next, or in 3 minutes, so I have a look at the S&P and the DAX, because I really want to re-average this position to bring it back to break even once again, to close out finally then, most probably because of a lack of action in the markets.
Baby, regresa que te necesito. Tanta distancia me está haciendo daño. Baby, regresa que te necesito. Baby, regresa que te necesito. Tanta distancia me está
2 minutes, the last 2 minutes. So to make it look like a nice reversal for the next 2 or 3 or 4 up candles, they have to turn it soon to draw on hammer or something like that.
Baby, regresa, ven, que no aguanto la agonía de saber que te perdí y todo por culpa mía te engañé, te fallé y ahora es que vengo a saber que te amo como un loco ahora que no me quieres ver. No te imaginas la tristeza al acostarme yo en mi cama, saber que no volverás, tengo que abrazar mi almohada y que me amabas. Eso nunca lo dudaba, pero como tonto al fin a eso mente no le daba. A eso mente no le daba. Cuando en la cama te encontraba. No, 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 no.
The last 50 seconds for the Wall Street opening. I once again do my very special way of micro gambling. I've sent in a re-average level and I've set the take profit here on the break-even price, which is more or less exactly on the 128.50 level. You can see it here on the 1 minute chart. If they want to break it down with the Wall Street opening or during the first few minutes of the Wall Street, I was thinking they may retest the moving average first before crashing it down. If they do not want to crash down, then maybe we see a little piercing of this line before going up again. So, however, a very short-term chance is that they may deliver a swing up before crashing down so that I'm able to hit my break-even. If they're breaking down earlier, then I have to manage the exposure. If they do not want to bring it down at all, so I'm also fine. So it's just that I have to be careful not to grow a position against me too strong. Yeah, and that is something I do during the last minute of a 15-minute candle, or I do exactly before a market is opening or closing out, that I bet on this volatility. And to give it some point of orientation, to get back to break even, we need 4 pips only. So it should be possible in a little a little splash of volatility.
Yo, j'aime pas les agressions et les pressions inutiles. Préfère la discrétion et l'expression. Un style de vie dans l'existence stressante. Mais bon, moins que s'il y avait pas de son. Je m'estime rude. Ouzo, si tu veux le temps d'un titre. L'habitude de les pousser à l'intime. Cache dans le corps du chat un tigre. Plutôt qu'une télé dans le carton. C'est fou ce qu'un livre peut t'aider. T'emmener, je capte mon les pardons. Je suis à l'image de l'homme, bâtard. Moi au moins je le sais. Je tourne la page. Je connais mon histoire. C'est du nappage. Pendant que le fils d'Adam parle de race. Ce qu'il n'a pas, je rappe un peu d'espoir. À vivre sous les baffes, man. Une lueur dans les baffes. Le fait pas de mal quand tout gonfle. Je capte the fight. Un monde fat. En fin de compte, en flûtant du fat. Mielleux et dur car quand même y'a plein de juste des vibes.
Mais c'est juste des vibes.
Man, it's just des vibes. Ouais, c'est juste des vibes.
On donne des good vibes, après on taille et goodbye et on s'en
Yeah, of course I'm checking the S&P 500, what it's doing, if it tends to go up or down. Not moving fast. That is the only thing I can say at that moment in time. Our little break-even volatility gambler is in a small profit.
La musique reste toujours aux alentours et c'est toujours à fond qu'elle tourne dans mon foyer. J'écoute des sons qui claquent et des vibrations qui captent mon attention comme celle de Steady ou de Fond qui clap. Et bien d'autres encore. Juste des vibes.
Ouais, c'est juste des vibes.
Mais c'est juste des vibes.
Man, it's just des vibes. Ouais, c'est juste des vibes.
The S&P is starting to move, so maybe it delivers some momentum to the euro-dollar as well, but it has to go up some more. 1,666, the S&P 500 at the moment. A nice looking number. The DAX may follow, not sure, let's see. And we only need a hit of the 50 level, so 2.5 pip at the moment. But that's the beauty of having it under control or playing these small numbers. We are not talking about 25 pips. Okay, in this market, relatively difficult. We are talking about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pips to make it back to break even. But this in general is true if you're following the price very closely. The danger in that is that if you're following the price very closely, you may increase your exposure too fast, and then if there is a sudden move out of nothing of 60 pips against you or 50 pips against you or whatever, then yeah, your loss, your snowball is growing very fast against you. So this is possible only if you know that you are disciplined enough to take a loss. $1,667 the S&P, so it's going up slowly, but it's growing. It's drifting upwards, but at the moment we are breaking. I wanted to tell you. Yeah, come on, what's going on here? So I have taken out this level manually. So it was very close to the break even. So the next question is, should I stay with the position? Is there anything on the chart that makes me believe we could go up another 5 or 6 pips? To be honest, no. Not really. Only the expectation or something I derive from my experience, that before turning down and going down some more, some stronger, it is not untypical to revisit the moving average here, or to revisit the high we have seen earlier. But let's see. Yeah, something I can say is that we are still the last 5-minute candles in average 5 pips. So the opening of Wall Street has not delivered some more volatility or more power to the market. Interesting to see is if the Dow, the S&P 500 is going to go up some more or not. We do not have any economical data today. There's only this speech of Mr. Evans in 3 hours and 20 minutes from now, but it's not a major event, I think. Yeah, I think I'll give it a try. The next swing down is in the making, so I tried, as usual, to spot the reversal, the turning point of this downswing, to do the re-averaging game once again, to snipe another 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pips. Yeah, I'm long and the market is drifting down, so what is my worst case scenario, or my final bailout, my final last resort? You know, it's whatever we are doing there, I have to keep my exposure in check. If we are breaking down, how far ever, we will make back 25 to 50 pips from the low, the New York low, till the trading session is going to close out in New York later on. But it will take several hours then, and I do not want to spend these hours to defend a position in profit or in a loss of $1 only. So, but that, if you're in a bad trading situation, you can rely on that. We are going down. I do not know how far, how strong. The only thing I know is it's not a day for seeing a 150 pip move. So it will draw a New York low, and then it will go back 25 to 50 pips. Because of the slow market, it will not be 50, it will more or less 25. So your rescue should be swift and strong to make the position back then, and that is what I always rely on. So what I try to get right is the London high and the New York low, or the other way around, the London low and the New York high, and then in case the market is going against me, I know there's my final last chance to bail it out again, and this time it seems it is fighting for some up moves. So let's stay focused on the chart for a while. Swissy seems to go up, so let's be careful. The S&P is somehow hesitating, so maybe the next downswing is there. So yeah, we have to see if it is able to break the daily pivot line only a few pips away, and then we need to see if it is able to draw or to break the Asian low here. However, this is the round number. 50 pips away, $5 away, 0.5% away in terms of the account size.
We could dance by far, you know it's I know they told you.
3.5 minutes for this 15-minute candle. To gather some more information about the potential game plan. I do not know if there's really some game plan, but these boys have to make money every day, so they should have something in mind. So let's see. The market is so slow that I'm not able to get an idea about the stock markets, if they want to go up or down. There was a little up momentum immediately after the opening of the Wall Street, but then we are stalling here. This is a V-like shape, so, but please do not get tricked somehow. I cannot influence the scaling of this tick chart, so this distance from the top to the low is not that strong, so it was a relatively small V. But however, it is showing that at that moment in time, at 128.42, there was some support. So to have a better look or a better view on that, check the 1 minute. Could this be an upcoming W? If so, okay, then we can make this part of this position back to break even. Yeah, let's have a look overall about the pips. Yeah, we are in an overall profit, roughly 10 pips. If you have the floating loss here against the already closed position, so a situation that I usually like very much. We are not in trouble, we are not under pressure, we can close out the trading day every moment we want to, so that's fine. Stock is coming down, but the last 30 seconds of this candle, once again, a candle of hesitation. If we do not see any major move, it seems that the drift is following the lead of this moving average, and we are below that, so we are drifting down. So we need something to finally build our final last rescue on to make it back to break even. Yeah, candle closed. Yeah. Not a strong one. So are we able to break up through the 50 level? Stock market, what are you doing? 1,665. We have seen 1,667 or 68, I think. No, 67 so far. A rendezvous with a moving average would be cool, because then we are bailed out. At the moment we have tested the 50 level and have been going back a little. Let's see. breaking down again. A slow market. So okay, now we have gone that far with this session, so I will stay the last 14 minutes as well. So I will give it a try to make it back. But these are the days we should spend in a different way from trading, maybe doing some research or... But best of all this is to spend the time on your physical fitness. Yeah, I also know what I'm talking about. Since the last 10 years of full-time trading, my physical fitness is fading away. And usually during a 2-hour trading session it's not a big topic. Not a big issue, but during the last time I had to go through the whole night, yeah, physical fitness is something. There's not that much energy as there was 5 years back, or 8 years back. So for me, there's really something else beside trading, and that is my physical fitness. And I have set up a plan, and unfortunately, unlike if you compare it to my trading plan, in my trading plan I'm on plan, I'm on schedule. With my physical fitness trading plan, I'm behind. But I'm doing something. At least I'm doing something. Yeah, we have tested the 50 level here. See, there seems to be a barrier for now. And as long as there is not a strong action from the stock market, it could be in resistance we are not able to break. Next attempt. This time we are going to close an hourly candle, so let's have a look. Thank you very much. Not very helpful to me. The only thing that we can clearly state is that we are above the pivot line so far. And one of the very silly, simple trading truisms is, if you're above the daily pivot line, go long. If you're below, go short. Forget about that. The Swissy, maybe it's going for a New York high, a London high as well, but there's a potential resistance showing up already. Once again, the daily pivot line for us is a kind of support, for the Swissy it's a kind of resistance, so we have both something to knock on, to knock our head on. Well, let's see. The tendency from stock market seems to be down. Yeah, I'm very silent because I do not know what to talk about. The market is not moving. Not moving. We are in with a long based on an entry. Let's check. Roughly 1.5 hours ago, 1 hour 20 minutes ago. For this session we are more or less at break even. We have been able to re-average this position 2 times. Yeah, and there's a good chance that we see a little swing down now. Of course, a little is relative. At least something that cannot put some pressure on our account. So worst case, the first step, we may go down to the round number, seeing some stop hunting, and this stop hunting may deliver finally some opportunity to bail out this position again. The other thing, of course, we can do is to take the position out easily. But I'm still hesitant to that, because the decision on the stock market is not done finally. So I give it a little more time, at least the remaining 7 minutes till this session is going to close. So if there's something you want to know, please feel free, really. All your questions are really appreciated. Also, if you have some questions and you're watching the recorded session now, use one of these channels, my Skype or my email channel, and ask whatever you want to. I will put it into the mailbag. This morning we have covered 2 questions out of the mailbag from Joe and from Ali about if I really believe in what I'm telling to you, and the other one was how to cope with the past, especially bad experiences with the past, or if you had a losing day yesterday, how to handle that at the most recent trading day in the here and now. So whatever you would like to know, please ask me. I try to answer that directly by email to you, or I take it into the next show to cover it there. Six minutes for the hourly candle. Have a look once again. To make it turn, it needs to look a little bit different. To drift down, okay, that's the way it looks like. That we may drift down some more till we are fading off, till we are going over into the Asian range finally. Yeah, I give it a try once again, my micro gamble on the candle close. Some precondition, if you're really interested in that. I have no statistics how often it works out, but I do it only if it looks reasonable to me. At least I want to see the final break-even price below this 4-hour benchmark, so that if we are going to pierce that line, I will be bailed out before we having the rendezvous with the price of that. If so, then it's fine. If not, once again, it's based on the idea that if they want to shift around the hourly candle, in case they bring it down finally, you usually have some final accumulation of long trades on the upper side, and because we are away from this break-even price only 3 pips or 2 pips at the moment, there's some chance that the volatility of manipulating the market may get the take profit hit exactly on the break-even. If they are going to go up in any case finally, so we are fine with this second level. If we are going to break down yeah, then I have to take care about the position and do the decision, take it out at the end of this live session or rescue it on the way down, maybe to the round number. So let's see. Three and a half minutes. Everything is possible in a not moving market. Sudden move of 10 or 15 pips is already a big number, so everything is possible. Also, the hourly candles we have seen, they're in size very small because the complete London range is only about 30, 35 pips. That's not a big... It's a very tight range, let's put it that way. So having a 10 or 15 pip or even 20 pip move now, it's more than half of the London session range. And the New York range for the last 2 hours is even smaller. It's the red colored rectangle in the background. One and a half minute to go. I do not know. Yeah, the music. Yeah, it's a calming music. That's right, Rashid. I hope that's not the problem for the market. So, yeah, I have to find some royalty-free music that is a little more energetic, so that I can have my wake-up game for the market as well, without playing AC/DC and paying the copyright license fees. It's not really cheap, I have to say. So I'm wondering about all these internet radio stations. They have to have a nice number of clients subscribing and paying the fees. Otherwise it's really not too cheap if you have to pay the royalties to the agencies. So, 10 seconds, 9 seconds. Do you want to draw something with the hourly candle? Really? Come on. Hit my break even. Hit me with your rhythm stick. Hit me. Hit me. Come on. A little more, please. So, the hourly candle has closed. Let's have a look. The only thing that gives me some hope for this tremendous exposure I have in the market, that is in a tremendous loss of 7 pips so far. We are below this moving average, and maybe there's a rendezvous or not. However, I'm going to close out this session. Thanks for joining in again, especially to Rashid and all the others that are reviewing this recorded session, then unfortunately it was not too vivid, not too much action in there. Yeah, public holidays in major parts or major markets of Europe, and New York going with a standard weekly start, a slow weekly start, so also no news on schedule, and maybe the major news on Wednesday with Mr. Bernanke and the Bank of Japan have slowed down the market that way we have seen so far. Yeah, Rashid, you're welcome. Glad that you have been in, so I was knowing I'm speaking not to myself. So yeah, the next show regularly tomorrow morning. So yeah, hope to see you again, friends. Have some fun, stay nimble. See you tomorrow then. Bye bye.